They got it done, man. These two dudes right here. The Lakers' big two. Well, they had this guy too, so maybe you could argue it was a big three, but LeBron and Anthony Davis got it done. And in the same year that Kobe Bryant passed. It's beautiful, it's poetic, I love it, I'm happy for LeBron James, I'm happy for the team. Well done to the Los Angeles Lakers. So, with Mr. King James and Anthony the Brow Davis cementing themselves as another legendary championship-winning Lakers duo, I feel like the question's been raised a lot since they won. Who is the best Lakers duo of all time? Is it these guys? Or these guys? Or maybe these guys? My personal reaction to that question is, shit, I don't know. But in this three-horse race with three incredibly talented horses, I don't want to not know. I don't want to be undecided. I don't want a three-way tie. I want to prove once and for all who the best duo of these three is. So James, how are you going to do that? I'm glad you asked. Here's how. So, fresh in all of our minds right now is LeBron James and Anthony Davis winning the 2020 championship in convincing fashion. So I thought a fair test would be, what if we replace LeBron James and Anthony Davis on this 2020 Lakers squad with each of these challengers respectively to see how both Kobe and Shaq and Magic and Kareem respectively would do on this squad in 2020 with exactly the same players against exactly the same competition. Feels like a pretty fair test to me. So that's the plan. We're going to simulate the 2020 season with the Lakers twice. The first time we're going to have Magic and Kareem instead of LeBron and AD on the squad. Then we're going to have Kobe and Shaq instead of LeBron and AD on the squad. And we're going to see who does best. Now that means the first task for both of these duos, so Magic and Kareem and Kobe and Shaq, is to match what LeBron and AD just did and win the championship. However, if one of these two duos does win a championship, the tiebreaker to decide who is the best duo will be regular season winning percentage. Obviously, the Lakers didn't get to play 82 games, so we'll have to go with winning percentage to break any ties. Sound good? Thought so. Let's get into it. And first up today, we have challenger number one, direct from the 1986 Lakers, Magic Johnson and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That's right, we got this dude, Magic Johnson, 98 overall, fresh off the 1986 Lakers, a ton of badges, mostly playmaking, it's pretty insane. Yeah, he's really, really good. And this dude, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, also from the 1986 Lakers, probably the best 40-year-old I've ever seen, 97 overall, again, a ton of Hall of Fame badges, elite defender, elite offensive talent. We know the drill. These boys are both pretty good. And here they are. On the 2020 Lakers, Magic Johnson at point guard. We've gone for Avery Bradley and Danny Green. Some solid defense right there. Kyle Kuzma is a bit of a stretch for, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar playing the center position. Then off the bench, Rajon Rondo, Markieff Morris, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Dwight Howard, and Alex the GOAT Caruso. They're going to be running a balanced system under coach Frank Vogel. Suits Kareem and Magic pretty well, so they're probably going to dominate. In terms of the coach game plan here, Kareem's going to be the first scoring option, then Magic, then I think the rest of them can just kind of figure it out. These two are going to be doing most of the scoring, I imagine. Okay, so the Lakers organization feels that they are a few missing pieces away from contending. Yeah, that sounds about right. You don't have two generational superstars. Okay, no, that seems sensible. Okay, NBA.com knows what's going on a lot more than the actual franchise. They've got the Lakers number one in the power rankings. So do 2K Sports. And Eric Burnish. Oh, man. Oh, you're getting Magic and Kareem mad now. I hope they face Giannis in the finals. I really hope they face Giannis in the finals. Oh, wow. The first game of the season's against the Clippers. Of course it is. We've got to check this one out. We'll check this one out, see how the vibe is, see if we can dominate them. All right, let's see how the boys are doing. Ooh, it's kind of close. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, they're going to take an L. Are they? Yes, they took an L to the Clippers. That is tough. What is the box score? Okay, I mean, Magic kind of did his job. Yeah, okay. Kawhi and PG just went off. That could be a bad sign. We'll see what happens. Oh, I should also mention Magic and Kareem are both playing 36 minutes per game. I figured that was about what LeBron and AD would play this season. I didn't really look it up. I figured anything over 36 would be excessive and give them an unfair advantage, and 36 feels about right for a star player. So, yeah, I'm pretty cool with it. Whoa. Do Kareem and Magic suck? Are they terrible? Are they not built for the modern game? Let's go. Ooh, Captain Magic. Let's go. Kareem's also a starter, although Magic didn't pick him. Little bit awkward. Okay, so the stars are performing well, but the team is only 30 and 19, so they're going to have to step it up. They are not on a LeBron and AD pace right now, so yeah, let's see what happens. In fact, let's have a look at the stats of the All-Star break. Kareem's 26, 14, and 2 with 60% from the field. It's hard to complain about that. Magic Johnson's 24 and 13. Kuzma's not doing too bad, actually. Avery Bradley sucks, 38% from the field. I might have to just eliminate his shot tendency. Caldwell-Pope's actually a better player. Maybe we'll start Caldwell-Pope and give them a hand. And everyone else is just kind of not that good at basketball. And yeah, this guy. Yeah. All right, we're going to help him out. Caldwell Pope is in. Avery Bradley can sit on the bench. We'll see if we want to change things for the playoffs, but I am going to make a few tweaks here or there just to help these teams out. KCP, it's your time to shine. Let's go. Okay, may have forgotten to record the awards. Giannis won Defensive Player of the Year. Luka Doncic was MVP. And both of our guys made the All-NBA second team, both Magic and Kareem. However, the Lakers are a third seed. So yeah, they will not be winning it on winning percentage. Their only chance to even compete at this point is to win a championship, but they've already kind of blown the chance to kind of beat LeBron and AD here. But yeah, let's see how they do in the playoffs anyway. Stats-wise, yeah, I mean, these guys are clearly awesome. 26 and 15 for Kareem with 2.2 blocks per game on insane shooting. Magic Johnson 23 and 13 on insane shooting. Kyle Kuzma actually doing relatively well. I think KCP was a good addition to the starting lineup. Avery Bradley sucks in this game for some reason. Yeah, and the other guys just kind of did their job. So the role players clearly let them down. Even Caruso, yeah, he didn't really do too much. I mean, he was better than Avery Bradley still, so there's that. What was the problem with this team? Let's figure it out. So offensively, they were... Oh, wow, that's the problem. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they were one of the worst offenses in the entire league. Bottom third. That is tragic. And I'm assuming they were quite good defensively, and then that's why they were near the top. And they have the best defense. So they have the best defense, and they just suck on offense. Interesting. Okay, for the sake of fairness, I'm going to up minutes in the playoffs, because in real life, LeBron and AD probably played very heavy minutes in the playoffs. So we'll take Dwight all the way down to 8, so we can get Kareem all the way up at 40. And then, honestly, I feel like Avery Bradley just needs to lose all of his minutes. Rondo could probably play some 2-guard. Yeah, I'm taking 4 minutes off Avery, bumping him down the rotation there. And we'll give all of that to Magic, get him at 40 a game. Honestly, yeah, the role players just aren't really... They're just not really it, let's be honest. Okay, series number 1, we've got the Pelicans. We've got Lonzo Ball, Drew Holiday, Brandon Ingram, Zion, and then Jackson Hayes. So hopefully Kareem's going to bully Jackson Hayes, and hopefully Lonzo. I mean, Lonzo's a pretty good defender, but I doubt he can handle Magic. Let's see what happens. In this series. Simulate round. Let's see if we can get them out of the way. If they lose in the first round, they're officially the worst of the duos. Kobe and Shaq are not going to lose first round. 2-2. Oh, this is embarrassing. This is so embarrassing. It can't happen, surely.
You suck!
Oh dear. Wow. Okay, sorry Magic and Kareem fans, that's a massive L. That is a massive L. I have nothing to say, I'm incredibly shocked. I was expecting to see a long playoff run. I was expecting to see some drama. They failed. They're out. Disqualified. It's over. Oh my god, Kareem in the closeout game. Game 7 has 50 and 17 on 22 for 30. Magic still has a solid enough. I mean, actually had a terrible game, never mind. The role players, they're just underrated on here. Yet for some reason, when you put AD and LeBron on this, like the Lakers win every single time. They always seem to be there. So I guess, yeah, for some reason it just didn't work. Unfortunate. Let's move on to Kobe and Shaq and see if they can do any better. I'm sure they can. Okay, so to summarize that tragic attempt right there, Kareem and Magic finished with a winning percentage of 60% and a first round exit. Impressive. Let's move on. And now, challenger number 2. Direct from the 2001 Los Angeles Lakers, Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal. And here we are in 97 overall. Legend, Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace, my guy. What a legend. Ton of badges. I mean, this is a beast. This is the peak Kobe. Kind of late Froby era. Apparently, he still has hair. That's kind of interesting. Ton of badges. 97 overall. He's a beast. And we've got this guy, the big dog himself, Shaquille O'Neal, with a pretty awful picture there. 29 years old, 325 pounds, 7'1", straight from the 2001 Lakers. Yeah, he's also got a ton of badges. I mean, yeah, lots of defense. He's going to be a beast. 97 overall. He's going to be pretty dominant, I think. And here's the squad. We've got Rajon Rondo running the point guard, obviously, this time because Magic Johnson's not in the lineup anymore. His role is just going to be to pass the ball to Kobe and Shaq. It's pretty simple. Kobe and Shaq both playing 36 minutes, just like the other ones, just to be fair. Danny Green and Kuzma. And then we've got Avery Bradley off the bench, Morris, Caruso, and Howard. KCP didn't make the lineup for this one because we did kind of have Bradley as the backup wing, and Caruso can play some backup point guard to Rondo. So, yeah, sorry, my guy KCP, you're going to have to be out. I would have taken Avery Bradley out, but Magic and Kareem kind of had to suffer through Avery Bradley, so I'm going to make these guys suffer through Avery Bradley too. They will also be running the balanced system, again, just for the sake of fairness, and it also fits them pretty well. Kobe and Shaq both seem to like it. And then in terms of the scoring options, you know we've got, well, I've actually put Shaq as the number one scoring option. I think in 2001 he still was. Then Kobe Bryant, then who cares, honestly? They think they are a few pieces away from having a championship team. That sounds familiar. Apparently having Kobe and Shaq makes no difference to that. Power rankings, NBA.com, 2K Sports, and Eric Burnish continues to disrespect. Although last season he was probably closer to being right than anyone else. So fair enough, Eric. Maybe you know what you're talking about. All right, again, I think we need to use this Clippers game as a bit of a dip test. See how the boys do. See if they can get a convincing win this time instead of a heartbreaking loss. Oh, wow, they're getting blown out. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, okay, they lost by 40. Yeah, that bodes well. It's looking good. Okay, something could be happening here. Are they finally figuring out how to play basketball? Okay, let's go. Let's go! Okay, so after a 5-game winning streak heading into the All-Star break, yeah, they're 7 games over 500, so that's a thing. And Kobe and Shaq both made All-Star starter. Neither of them were captain. Okay, so they must be playing pretty well. Again, I'm just assuming that 2K disrespects the supporting cast because, I mean, come on. Kobe Bryant's at 34-7 a game, shooting 58, 45 from downtown. I mean, that's honestly just ridiculous. Shaquille O'Neal, 27, 18, and 3. Equally preposterous. He might even be better than Kobe. That is insane. 57% from the field. Yeah, they're killing it. Again, Kuzma's at least doing something. Danny Green, kind of, to be fair, is contributing this time around. Rondo's got 10 assists a game, which is solid. And everyone else, yeah, Bradley sucks again. And yeah, everyone else is just kind of not doing much. It's an offensive problem once again. It's a 2-man team. Yet it worked with LeBron and AD, so there we go. Okay, I'm assuming much the same here. Offensively, we're going to suck. Where are the... Oh, okay, top 10 in offense. And then defensively, are we not as good? What's going on? Okay, this time we're not as dominant defensively. All right, we're kind of just like top 10 in each, so I still think we're underperforming, so I feel like our wins should tick up. We'll see. Okay, we are 31-24. I kind of helped tweak things with Magic and Kareem, so I'm gonna explore something. Kobe and Shaq. They played the triangle under Phil Jackson and they dominated in it. So I'm going to give them the chance to run their preferred system. We're going to put them in the triangle and we're going to see if that magically changes everything. Finally a win streak. It's been like 9 games in a row. That is reason for some... Oh, every time. All right, there we go. End of the season, 46-36. That is quite frankly awful. Luka wins the MVP. Yeah, same old story. Shaq did win DPOY, so that's fun. But yeah, overall, incredibly disappointing. Shaq makes first team. Kobe, despite averaging 1 million points per game, makes second team. And yeah, there's probably all defensive first team will be Shaq and Kobe. Oh, Kobe made the all defensive second team. Okay, cool. And we are the 5th seed. They are even worse. Oh, that's great. That is just fantastic. All right, stats for the whole season. 32 a game for Kobe, 7 assists. 27, 18, and 3 for Shaq, so he maintained his numbers. Kuzma, again, not the most efficient in the world, but at least he scored the ball a little bit. Danny Green, solid. Rondo, he kind of dipped a little bit. And he can't shoot. God, okay, yeah, this team really isn't very good. Maybe 2K just disrespects the Lakers. I don't know. Okay, so round 1, and honestly, like, it's going to be a tough one. I don't know who's going to guard Steph Curry. I mean, Shaq should absolutely dominate, in fairness. So for the coach game plan, I may actually do this. So we've got playthrough star at the moment. Let's go feed the post. Let's just see if we can get it into Shaq and give them a chance to win this game. Again, I'm not going to try and interfere too much, but I am going to make a few tweaks here and there. So let's see if they can get a win. Let's see if they can at least do better than the last squad. They are up 2-0. Let's go. Okay, here we go. Let's see if they can challenge. Obviously, they're not going to win on winning percentage, but if they can at least win a championship, you know, they'll at least be competing with LeBron and AD. And we got the Clippers, the matchup that should have been. Okay. LA versus LA. Here we go. Paul George, Pat Beverly. Okay, yeah, we know the drill by now. I don't know who's going to guard Kawhi. Again, feed the post will probably work because, again, Montrezl Harrell versus Shaq. Yeah, I'm expecting domination, but ultimately we may well lose this series. Let's see what goes down. 1-0. 2-0. Don't get swept. 1-0. Okay. Let's go game at a time. Let's give it a chance. And it's over. Well, that was a whole world of disappointment. Kobe and Shaq were actually even worse than Magic and Kareem with a winning percentage of only 56%. However, because I was prioritizing winning a championship, I am going to give Kobe and Shaq the win over Magic and Kareem because they did get further in the playoffs because they made it to the second round. Incredible. Okay, so here's my hypothesis. I think 2K is disrespecting the Lakers supporting cast. That's what's causing these terrible records. And I think comparing these two simulated seasons to what LeBron and AD did in real life, not really apples for apples, you know? So I'm going to simulate a quick season with the normal Lakers squad with LeBron and AD, and I'm going to use that to benchmark against these other two duos. It seems fairer, and honestly, that just left me really disappointed. All right, you know the drill by now. This guy, these two guys, really good at basketball. Here's the team. It's pretty much the normal Lakers team. We've given everyone minutes, but Caruso's out of the rotation. pretty much the same sort of squad. We've got the two big lineup going on. Scoring options, Davis and James. You know, it doesn't really matter. These guys are going to get all the points anyway. We will play through style like we did with the other guys. System, we're just going to use Frank Vogel's standard system because, I mean, that's what he used in real life. So for the sake of realism, I think that makes sense. And that's it. Let's just hope they can actually do better. I mean, actually right now, it's kind of an open race. If they don't do well, it could be close. So maybe we want some drama. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, J.R. Smith on the hardship extension thing. Yeah, we got to release him. Sorry, man. You can go smoke weed in peace now, man. Let's go. Boom. Go smoke up. Okay, Clippers. It's a tradition at this point. First game of the season. Let's see how they do. I don't need to adjust my rotation. That's fine. J.R. Smith wasn't getting any minutes. Okay, let's simulate with Simcast. See if they can do any better. See if this bodes well. See if they will get blown out by 40 or not. Oh, it's a close game. Okay, there you go. And they win by 16. Clearly LeBron and AD are on track to do bits here. Let's see what happens. Okay, actually, let's have a look at some of these first few games. 4-0 already. It's just a different story with these guys, I swear. Okay, maybe not. I might have cursed it. Yeah, they're looking better. It's boding well for LeBron and AD. Let's see what happens. Okay, so we're at the All-Star break, and LeBron is a captain. Anthony Davis was picked by LeBron as a starter. So, yeah, the Stars are performing well. But importantly, the team is actually performing well. 35-14. That is a winning percentage of 71%. So, in terms of the tiebreaker, LeBron and AD have already got it locked up. They just need to get past the second round of the playoffs at this point, and it's over. Looking at the stats, yeah, LeBron's going off. He's going to win MVP, I think. 33 a game, 12 assists. It's just insane. AD 30 and 13 and 2.5 blocks per game. Honestly, they're like dual MVP. This is unreal. I think maybe they're just juiced. Although that said, I think if you think about it, this is like the LeBron effect. Like KCP was not averaging 13 points per game. Danny Green was not averaging 12 points per game. Kuzma was not 49% from the field. Guys, it's the LeBron factor. It's his playmaking. He's making everyone around him better. Kobe Bryant wasn't doing that. Somehow Magic didn't really do that, which surprises me. Yeah, that's kind of odd. But look at the role players. They are stepping up and playing better in the LeBron system. His 12 assists a game are clearly helping. That's actually really interesting. That is really interesting. Like, Kuz barely shot over 40% in the other sims. And Danny Green was below 40 in one of them. If Avery Bradley's shooting well, we know it's over. Avery Bradley was about 38% from the field in the other simulation. So LeBron's basically increasing everyone's field goal percentage by about 6%. Unreal. This is awesome. Okay, 60 wins, LeBron MVP. So this is the 2K sim. For all its flaws, it's normally not terrible. Like, it kind of predicts things at least relatively well. So hey, maybe Kobe and Shaq, maybe Magic and Kareem couldn't bring these kind of role players as far as LeBron can. I think there might be some truth to that, honestly. You know, Magic had big game James, Michael Cooper, like Klay Thompson's dad. There were some really good players on that team, probably better than some of the Lakers role players. Kobe and Shaq supporting cast, I'm not sure if it was that much better than the Lakers one right now, to be honest. I mean, they had like Rick Fox, Robert Horry, Derek Fisher, guys like that over the years. So maybe their supporting cast was similar. But, you know, Magic and Kareem probably had a better supporting cast. And maybe this is just testament to LeBron making his teammates better. I don't know. Either way, that is crazy. 32, 8, and 11. Easy MVP. Giannis, yeah, okay, we know these guys. And they had like the second best record in the league. So this is what I mean. With LeBron and AD, the simulation's pretty much bang on. So, hey, maybe they are just the best duo. However, they had the best winning percentage, clearly. They still need to get past the second round of the playoffs, so disaster could still strike. Okay, for the playoffs, as with the other guys, for the sake of fairness, I'll put these guys up to 40 minutes per game. So let's take a couple minutes from Kuzma, a couple from JaVale, and we'll give all of that to AD. And yeah, Rondo, my guy, we'll probably bump you down by 2, actually, and then bump Bradley down by 2. In fact, I'm going to bump Bradley down 3, Rondo, yeah, 1. Perfect, and then LeBron can go to 40 a game. Let's go, round 1, Phoenix, get out the way. I mean, this is going to be a sweep. If it's not, I'm incredibly surprised. Like, DeAndre Ayton, is he going to do damage? Really? Come on, don't mess around. There we go. All right, this is the moment of truth. The Pelicans. I believe that is the same team that knocked out Magic and Kareem embarrassingly in the first round. Let's see if they can give Kobe and Shaq the win and knock the Lakers out. Let's go. This is it. LeBron and AD, it's on the line. 2-1. 3-1. Easy. 4-1, it's over. In the words of Kenny Smith, it is over, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go home. Too easy, man, too easy. Clearly, LeBron and AD were the best duo. It's not even been close. It is what it is, man. All right, Lakers versus Clippers. Here we go. This is actually going to be a really tough matchup. I think anything can happen here. I think in 2K, they're probably similar. Let's see what happens. Can they get past the Clippers? No. Are they a God squad? Yes. Are they going to sweep us? Please come back. Oh my God, we have a game 7. Okay, let's jump in. I want to see what's going on. Come on, don't blow it up. Oh, they're going to blow it, aren't they? Oh, they came back 3 games and they blew it. Oh, that is so sad. Okay, so in the simulation, LeBron and AD also unsuccessful. But in the grand scheme of things, they dominated. Okay, that was a fun little experiment. Did not go how I expected it at all. Pretty wild, pretty random. But LeBron and AD smashed it. Highest winning percentage, got the furthest in the playoffs. So, at least according to the 2K sim, best Laker duo of all time, hands down, undisputed. Now, obviously, this was a bit of fun, and in terms of who's the best Laker duo of all time in real life, it's honestly hard to say. It's incredibly subjective. What I will say is that LeBron and Anthony Davis this season, what they did, I think it was as good as any individual Magic and Kareem or Kobe and Shaq season, if not better. Like, it's right up there. Although I will say, when you go back and watch the Kobe and Shaq footage, that is wild. I mean, they were a pretty unstoppable duo. They won 3 in a row, and honestly, for me, that's always going to be hard to top. We'll see, obviously, what LeBron and AD do over the next couple of years. To me, I think LeBron and AD and Kobe and Shaq might be slightly ahead of Magic and Kareem in my opinion, but that said, I am a younger guy and I never got to see Kareem and Magic play in their primes in the same way that I saw those other duos, so I am inherently biased. Now, obviously as well, that was a talent-based assessment of the 3 duos. When you bring chemistry into the equation, I honestly think that sets LeBron and AD apart as the best Lakers duo of all time. You saw what they do in the pick and roll. It's so natural. They work together so well. LeBron basically is an offensive system in his own right. AD basically is a defense in his own right. So one of them locks down one side of the floor, the one of them basically controls the other side. It's a perfect duo. It's yin and yang. It's ideal. I'm also not surprised to see that in this simulation with the 2020 Lakers specifically, LeBron and AD did the best. I think the supporting cast is a bit weak. The team did lack depth. And I think that's where LeBron being basically in the GOAT conversation with Michael, and no disrespect to Shaq, Kobe, Magic and Kareem, LeBron is the best player of all those individual players, and he has the ability to make guys better like perhaps no one else in the game of basketball. So if this particular supporting cast, I think it makes a lot of sense that someone like LeBron, who is just a cut above the rest, would make that impact. And hey, with LeBron and AD, it's still a pretty young partnership. We'll see what happens over the next few years. Maybe when it's all said and done, we will consider them the best Lakers duo of all time, but only time will tell. So that's it. That's the video. Let me know in the comments who you think is the best Lakers duo of all time. Please like the video if you like the video. Please subscribe if you're new. And until the next one, goodbye.